Hey, this is RJ and today I'm gonna show you the Lucci deck list that I use in the Grand Asia Open Philippines. So I really don't know what to call this deck. I don't know if it's right to call it top 16 because unofficially I would have made it to top 16 but I dropped. So I'm just gonna call it the X-1 Lucci deck. So I hope you enjoy this and you can use it as your reference for the OP08 meta. I know there's OP07 yet. You can just replace some of the OP08 cards with some big boss and it will do just fine. So let's go.
So this is the deck that I use in the Grand Asia Open. If you already want to test this out, you can pause the video and use it as a reference in the simulator. But if you want to know the reasoning behind the card choices and the ratio, you can stick around till the end of the video because we will be discussing each and every card. Now, let's start with Spandam. So, I have a full set of Spandam here. Supposedly, he's a searcher, but as you see, almost half of the deck is non-CP. So, there's a high chance you're gonna miss. So, right now, its main use is to be a trash filler. So, we can activate Tempest Kick as early as possible. Speaking of Tempest Kick, I have a full set of Tempest Kick here. So, Tempest Kick is CP's Great Eruption. Minus cost reduction plus a card that replaces itself is definitely good. So, definitely a full set of it. Now, Spandin, I have a pair of Spandin here. Is the card that enables you to play Rebecca and Lucci at the same time. Most of the build have him at 1, but he has a counter, so I thought that we can force a pair. We can get away with it. Now, the next card is a full set of Khalifa, CP's OG waifu. She does a lot for the deck. So you can filter 2 cards, you can reduce a character's cost by 2, and she's also a 2k counter and definitely a searchable by Spandam. So a full set, definitely. Now, we have here a full set of Lucci as well. I'm not sure if you can see it due to the glare, but this is Lucci. So, one of our primary card against a lot of matchup. So, he's the card you're gonna reanimate the most with Moria. Given his role, like key card against RP Law, as well as a main KO character that can be reanimated by Moria, he definitely deserves a full set. So, a full set of Lucci. Now, Kaku, a pair of Kaku. I initially started with a full set of Kaku, but as time goes by, I saw that Kaku's optimal timing is very, very limited, so I've decided to just include a pair of him in the deck. The next card is 6 King Pistol, one of my tech cards. So we have more than 20 cards in the deck with no counter, so I've actually experienced before where I have more than 10 cards in hand but not a single counter. So I've decided to add one of it to help me survive the aggro matchup. So definitely a good tech card. I have matches that was saved by having this card as well. So 2C is the next card. So this one I would confidently say that it's a trap card. So I added one of her because I thought she could help me with the mirror matchup. I added her because she can deal with Jack easily, but based on my experience, she's not that needed. I can deal with Jack just fine using the other boss cards. So we will definitely take her out. I'm still thinking if I would with another replace her with another copy of Jack or Kaido. So I haven't still decided on that one yet. Now the next one is a full set of Husu. So Husu is the one of the great addition from OP08 in this deck. Uh, 2 key counter that is searchable by Spandam that has KO capability. So very very good card. But especially with the Arpilo matchup because uh, Spandam can KO 3 costs, which is just 1 cost shy from the usual or the majority of Arpilo's character. So he definitely deserves a full slot, a full set of it. If you are from the west and still in OP07, you can just replace it with the white Kaku or the CP0 Kaku. Tsuru I still believe is the best 2K counter and cost reduction black card. The only reason that I didn't went for a full set of Tsuru is because she's not a CP, and we will it will be trashed by Spandam. So if she is CP, I would have definitely have a full set of her. Now, Enyas Lobby. So this ratio is the most asked by my friends as well as some of my test partners. So definitely one of the key cards of the deck. So I know you're gonna ask me that if it's a key card, then why am I not using a full set of it? So I tested a lot of ratios. I started with 4, then I even went down to 2, and although definitely it's gonna make our life easier, it's not a requirement. So I don't think that a full set is needed. I know adding one copy will increase the chances of getting one during the match, but if you get more than one in your hand, it becomes a burden. So uh, I've compensated by just putting only 3. Again, we already have a lot of non-counters, so adding one more might be detrimental. So that's just based on my testing. So definitely you can even use Stussy slot to add a full set if you are more comfortable with a full set of Enyas Lobby. Now we have here Helmepo, just one of. I only added a copy of Helmepo because I feel that it's a good card to have, but not a necessity. I'm actually on the fence with this copy if I really have to have an Helmepo or just go with it without it. Enyas Lobby and the leader ability already provides us with a lot of cost reduction needed most of the time. So I don't think that we needed more than one of him. So again, a good card to have, but not really a necessity. So next card, I have a pair of Brook, a very good early game KO character. Uh, if I remember correctly, I started with with 3 of him, but went down to 2 and replaced the slot with I think of another copy of Husu. It's the same with Helmepo. It's a good card to have, especially that you can target him with Rebecca, but too much of him in hand is again not good, and most of the time he just ends up as a 1k counter. So I decided to replace one of him with a 2k counter because most of the time he's just gonna be and he just ends up to be a counter. So I thought that okay, if you're gonna end up a counter, then be a 2k counter. So the next card is Rebecca. So the waifu of Moria, the main target of Moria. You would 100% of the time wants to go for Rebecca as your other target for Moria. So she's definitely the enabler of our main combo, and the only reason why I'm not using a full set of her is because there's a lot of RP-Lo. So she is a very hot target for RP-Lo, so most of the time I don't use her against RP-Lo unless RP-Lo's Dawn is so low. And with that thinking, I really can't justify putting a full set of this card when it's kind of dead on certain matchups. So that's only the reason why I only have 3 of Rebecca. But I think that if the RP Law players decreases, I will definitely think of having a full set of it. Now, this card. So I have 3 Sabo. So Sabo is a card filter, blocker, and provides KO immunity. I'm actually on the fence on this one because based on my testing and my experience, I think that Sabo is one of our weakest cards. If you play it in the early rounds, it's a sign of weakness that you don't have, especially if there's a character that can be KO'd, it's a sign of weakness that you don't have anything that can KO. Uh, versus Arpilo, it's a juicy target for the Gordon. So I'm really on the fence here. Uh, uh, also, there's a lot of cards that circumvents that KO immunity. So as of now, I'm thinking of reducing this three into a pair, but as it stands, again, this is the deck list that I use in Gao. I use three of it, but I am really considering reducing this Sabo into a pair. The next one is what I would say the best addition from OP08 for this deck, Jack. So it's a card filter plus KO capability, and he's also our key card for Bonnie and Mirror matchup. So for Bonnie matchup, if you're in OP07 now, you'll know that there's no way. Actually, there's only a single scenario where you can KO Hawkins with your character's effect. So Hawkins is Bonnie's key card against Lucci, because you, again, there's only a single scenario where you can take him out. But with the addition of Jack, we can easily get rid of Hawkins. So you just need a stage, a Tempest Kick, and Jack and Hawkins is good as out. So there's also, it's also happening now. We're in a lot of there are Bonnie players that are reducing their Bonnie or their Hawkins numbers due to the addition of Jack. So it's definitely a good addition. And for Mirror, his passive plus 4 cost is very annoying. At the moment, the trend right now when you're playing Mirror Lucci is the one who plays Jack and can protect Jack as long as possible usually wins the game. So I'm definitely considering of adding another copy of Jack, or at least a full set of Jack. So the next card we have here, a full set of Moria. I think I don't need to explain why you need a full set of Moria. I think any black deck requires a full set of Moria. His versatility is just too good to not have a set of. So let's move on with Sabo 8. Again, just a very good boss card, especially in the current meta, because he is very good against other boss cards and especially the RP low matchup. So very versatile due to his reach, 5 cost and 3 cost. You can play him versus RP low to take out two characters, or just partner him with Tempest Kick and Inyas Lobby, and you can get rid of the biggest characters on the board in yellow and black matchup. I think Sabo could have been a full set. It's just that the um, -1 card cost hurts us as well. So that's really something that I need to test out. But I would really consider adding another copy of this. So as of now, we have a pair of Sabo 8. Now Kaido. So this is our tech card for Black Yellow Luffy. So this is one of the cards that can circle around Sabo's immunity. Our main target with him is not Sabo, but rather the Morias that was given immunity by Sabo. So we can easily get rid of the Morias, and we can also reduce the our opponent's card with with 1 because of his ability. So we thought that we can replace Zombie Luffy with Kaido as the tech card for Black Yellow matchup. So again, uh, if you have more questions, please feel free to comment in the comment section below, and I'll try to answer them. But again, I'm proud to present you the Lucci deck list that I used in the Grand Asia Open. So I hope you can use this as your reference. Please, you can message me on Twitter, or again in the comment section below if you have any more questions, so that we can brainstorm if we can replace any cards or we can add more cards depending on what the meta will evolve into. So again, this is RJ. I hope you enjoyed this video. Peace out.